Hi YouTube, this is Tiffany. Once again, this is my second blog that I'm leaving here, and just wanted to share with you the events of my past week. Uh, I went for my sleep apnea study on October 28th, and it was very uncomfortable, not being in your own bed and just having all those different electrodes hooked up to you. I know that definitely, they probably will catch some movement and all that other great stuff that comes from that test. And I do know that I do have some sleeping issues with probably stop breathing in the middle of the night and, tossing and so forth. But it was a great experience because I also know that it's one step closer to my goal of getting the tool for vertical gastric sleeve. Also, I went to a group meeting on Tuesday with my husband. It was great because there were a number of people that had the gastric bypass as well as the vertical sleeve, and you got to hear their testimonials, as well as there was someone from behavioral health there that gave us some great information about, the process that you go through with your psych evaluation and, how you have to analyze and look deeper within yourself as to why you've decided to get this surgery. And as we all know, this tool is going to help us to lose weight. But I definitely believe that this is just one out of many steps that we embark on to getting ourselves together, not just physically, but mentally. Which leads me to the big picture of my blog for this week. My psych evaluation, which was done about 2 weeks ago, allowed me to, one, get a better look at how I project, or better yet perceive, the surgery as helping me going forward with a healthier life. But also, there's a number of other underlying issues that I have from, adolescence till now that has brought me to this place where I need a tool to help me. And it's not just a regular, oh, I just love to eat, and, we just eat to eat, because if that's the case, you'll just eat to survive. And, if we did that, then we would not be in this position. But for me, it's because I'm someone that, once life takes hold and stressful situations occur, I'll eat. I can eat for comfort. It could be where I'm in deep thought and I need to take my mind off of it. I'll find something to pick up and eat. And I'm pretty much a healthy eater, but I also will look to fast foods, which are not good, and also have a guilty feeling when I'm eating it, knowing that it's not well for me. So, with that, I took the advice of the psychologist, and I decided to get in touch with one of my old therapists from when I was an adolescent, almost 17 years ago. It's amazing how, people find their way back into your life, even though we both live in an entirely different state. We both hailed from New York, and I was able to find her. I'm in Delaware and she's in Pennsylvania, and we were able to meet. And she's a big inspiration because not just myself, but anyone that has ever crossed her path has always found their way back to just at least keeping a friendship with her. And I have to say, Amy, you are an inspiration. Sitting down and speaking with her about the new journey that I'm about to embark on and all the different life changes that I've gone through. First she was really excited for all the positive things that have happened over the last 17 years, but also, more importantly, her concern was, wanting to help me embrace, this new journey that I've decided to take, knowing that I've already started this process. She recommended that I read a few books as well as note the reason why I'm going through this, or why, what she would say to is why I'm going through this shit, why I'm doing this shit, and that's it's true. Why are we doing it? Why are we looking to have this tool to come and help us? Well, I know one reason is that I would like to have more children. I only have one son, and as much as I love him, I want to have more kids. Also, I want to be healthier, you know? I want to know how it is to not have to be out of breath after going up 2 flights of stairs. And I remember what that feeling was, and I want it back. I want that feeling back of being able to ride, 10 miles, and it'd be nothing to me to ride back and forth, throughout my old borough, Brooklyn, and feel good. Um, to be able to do a 5K, On my first video, I mentioned about being able to run with my son. He plays football, and he looks at food in a way of, yes, I'm hungry, but I'm going to also watch some of the things I'm going to take in, which I'm very proud of him for, because with his father's genes as well as mine, he can, if he doesn't, if he's not mindful of what he eats, he can end up in a position of being well overweight. But I see that the type of discipline that he has already in life is going to help him realize that he's not going to just eat because it's there. It's because he's hungry. And, he knows it's the right thing to do. And he'll make healthy choices, even though he's still young, and young kids are going to still like what they like. But back to my meeting with Amy, it was great to know that I can reconnect with her. I'll actually see her on an ongoing basis, because we need to make sure that when we're doing this process, as we get our tool, that not only are we focusing on eating right, and exercising, but you have to make sure that your mind, your body, and spirit can connect as one. And if I don't take care of my mind as well as my body, my spirit is not going to be at ease. So she recommended a book. Let me pull up the name here, from Genene Roth. That's Geneene Roth, and it's When Food is Love. And I said, okay, that sounds like a pretty cool book. I'll pull it up. This morning I downloaded it on the iPhone app for Nook, and I started reading it, and I'm up to chapter 3, and it's a great book, because it's not just your run-of-the-mill, how to or help. No, it gives you a broader perspective on following the journey of the writer and her struggles, as well as others, on how they perceive food and as a comfort, and look to it to help cope with loss, or to help cope with the day-to-day ills in life. And I can't wait to finish it. I know right after I get off of here, I'm going to go right back on and start reading the book. But definitely it's an eye-opener. And I think not only should we just think of our tool and the way we're going to, change our perspective on eating and exercising, but please make sure, because I know for me personally, I know that I have to get my mind to connect with this change. I really know that this is something I have to work on. And if you're in that same position, don't think of the psych evaluation as just a way to run through and get that approval. You don't want to, because it can lead to you to realizing some real eye-openers out there about yourself. And there's nothing wrong with, opening yourself to the possibility of saying, hey, I need to talk to someone. I need to allow someone to be there to help guide me and listen to me and identify if I'm making the right or wrong decisions. So with this journey, I'm also including my therapist. I'm going to have one. And you know what? Knock it or not, you know what? That's me. I know that I want this to be successful. This tool is going to help me to improve my life. But I want to make sure that going forward that it is successful. I don't want to be the one of the individuals in 3 years from now, it didn't work. No, I want it to work. I know it will. And by having this extra help to guide me with the tool of a therapist, I think it's going to be fantastic. So for those of you out there that are looking to get the surgery, yes, there is a long process, and I am so grateful that it's a lengthy process, because you'll tell some people that you're going for bariatric surgery, and they'll say to you, oh no, why are you going to do it? But then once you explain to them all the different processes that you have to go through, um, they slow down a little bit in their thought and say, well, I got to keep myself open, to what you're about to do. And that's right, it's happening to you, so they have to consider that. But for those of you that are looking into this surgery, do your research. Find out which one is better for you. As I mentioned, I'm an advocate for vertical gastric sleeve, but at the same time, there are a number of other ones that can be better for you. I'm not going to just say lap band or gastric bypass or vertical sleeve. You need to decide. One of the ladies I met at the meeting this week Tuesday with my husband, she was very confounded about what direction she wants to go. First it was lap band, but then she started changing into maybe gastric or maybe sleeve. The thing I told her, most and foremost, please do your research. Find out what works better for you. Do your research. Do not, under any circumstances, just assume what was good for me or for someone else in that room will be good for you. By doing the research, you will find out what is best for you. Well, as I mentioned in the beginning, I went through my mandatory group meeting, which I'm going to continue going to with my husband, and I went through my sleep apnea. So, what's to come? Well, the week of November 7th or 5th, I can't recall the beginning of the week. I know that the 7th I have the appointment with my doctor for him to give me the clearance for my surgery, and then I have my dietitian appointment as well during that week on the 10th. And knowing that's going to be around the corner, I'm very excited because that's actually the last two things that I have to accomplish before they submit the paperwork. So stay tuned, everyone. Once again, I love this blog and this series of wonderful and amazing people that are on here. And I totally love this community, and I think everyone should embrace it wholeheartedly. Until the next time, which will be next week, because as I promised, as I go through this journey, there will be at least one blog for me each week, which will probably increase once things start speeding up. Hopefully, the next time I'll talk more about the things that I've done to prepare myself for the surgery, such as replacing my at least one meal with a protein shake. I'll also talk to you about maybe some of the shakes that I've decided to use, but there are some guidelines there that we should all be aware of. But everyone, have a wonderful and amazing weekend. And for those of you in the Northeast, I know the snow freaked us out, but we'll survive. It's not that much. I don't even have snow on the ground. I'm about to go pick up some leaves and get some exercise. But everyone have a wonderful and blessed week. Take care.